a tutti, it's Laura in Italiano, and today we are taking a virtual trip to Como, the actual town of Como on Lake Como, basically across and down from the town of Bellagio, the small town of Bellagio, which I already talked about in a video I did yesterday. So this is the companion, this is the part two, this is the follow-up to another option for instead of staying in Bellagio, or instead of renting a car, whether or not you end up staying in Bellagio or not, maybe even stay for a couple days in Como and then take the ferry across over to Bellagio. So here we go, everybody. If you're enjoying my content and you are a lover of Italy as I am, please do feel free to like, comment, share, and mainly subscribe. So andiamo. Here we go. Welcome to Virtual Como today. So my friends, this is Lake Como, Lago di Como, in the northern part of Italy, in the region of Lombardia or Lombardy. So the lake is over 1,000 feet deep. It's one of the deepest lakes in all of Italy. It is a glacial lake. The lake is 29 miles long with an area of 56 square miles. You can see the city of Como down at the bottom, the most southern part of the western leg of Lake Como. So Como is about 500,000 people. It's a very upscale city, very close to the Swiss border, and you have a lot of these beautiful brightly colored homes and buildings and shops. A lot of it is done in the Art Nouveau style. It's about a 10-minute walk to the historic city center, where you're going to start to see a lot of these beautiful pedestrian areas, upscale shops done in the local gray granite. Sometimes you have street musicians, and it's very lively all day long in a city like Como. Beautiful squares, piazzas. Those are my three daughters. We were here on a trip recently, and you can just see, again, these porticos and the beautiful ivy growing on the buildings. Just beautiful, very clean and upscale. This is wonderful risotto. So this is more northern Italian cuisine, hearty risottos, polentas, a lot of pastas. They do have butter as a base, which is not typical for Italy, and a lot of, as I said, hearty, a little bit bigger, heavier dishes than you would have in other parts of Italy. This is that beautiful Art Nouveau style, which you see throughout the city of Como, with etchings and paintings on the buildings, frescoes, wrought iron, a lot of those beautiful flower beds, a lot of vines climbing up. This is the cathedral that just dominates the entire city. This is the cupola, which was done by Filippo Juvara in the 18th century, but the cathedral itself has origins all the way back to the late 4th century, early 5th century. There was already a Romanesque church on the foundation, and then they built on top of that. So it spans over 400 years. The entire cathedral, which is dedicated to the Virgin Mary and the Assumption, it is Santa Maria Assunta is the official name. It's also the seat of the Bishop of Como, done with these beautiful religious statues and figures all over, with a beautiful rose window all over the facade of the cathedral. And two of the most important figures that you're going to see are Pliny the Elder and Pliny the Younger, who was his nephew, who were from Como. As you come into the cathedral, it's just absolutely overwhelmingly beautiful, between the paintings, the stained glass, as I mentioned before, the religious figures and statues, and many of the religious relics that go all the way back to the early origins, as I said, going all the way back to the end of the 4th century for the origins. The beautiful floor done in local marble and granite as well. And there's a lot of beautiful side chapels. This is one of my favorites. This is an ex voto chapel. An ex voto is a votive or an offering that is given for usually a miracle after praying to a saint or to God or Jesus. Now, these are just details that I love from early, again, origins of the cathedral itself. And as you leave the Cathedral of Como, very often what you're going to be doing, and if you're done in your time in Como, you're probably going to be heading to a place like Bellagio by boat. Now, this is one of the car ferries that would go from Como every day to a place like Bellagio. And again, a great jumping off point for your trip to Bellagio into the north of Italy. If you've been enjoying this, my friends, I hope you have. Please do like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll be coming to you again soon.